Introduction to Java Programming. Let us continue. Coming up is operators. Now, operators are special symbols that perform specific operations on 1, 2, or 3 operands and then return a result. There are varieties of operators, and you will be able to understand these operators only when the programs come up. And the programs are coming up soon. So, just in brief, for you to have the basic knowledge, we'll see there are arithmetic operators, plus, minus, into, by, mod, relational operators, greater than, less than, comparison of equality, inequality, greater than equal to, less than equal to, etc. Logical operators, which are not and or, assignment operator that puts a value in a variable, and the new operator is a program thing that you need to learn while doing the program. Then comes constant. A constant is a value that cannot be changed. In the previous video, you must have seen about literal. Now, these constants are made up of literals. This is for the introduction. More will be detailed through programs. Then comes a variable. What is a variable? A variable is a temporary storage area to store a value in a program. A variable has quite a few things to look at. Attributes, which are they? We have got the name of a variable. It should be one of those identifiers and should follow the rules of an identifier. Right? It's better you pause this video here and go through the points in your own way also. Like a variable name, the value in the variable, the address of the variable. Address will come a bit later when you will understand a bit more of programming. Size of the variable, then the data type of the variable, then the range. That means for that variable, what is the smallest value and what is the largest value. Now, every variable must be declared with their data type before they are used in the program. These examples show that. See, here it is shown int max age or x or y or selected index. They can be anything. The comma operator is used to separate variable names. Char can be, then boolean can be, double can be, the data type, then the variable names, boolean flag, flag is the variable name, double max val, mass in kilos, these are the variable names. Then we come to data types. Data types define the type of data. Now, Java primarily provides two types of data. One is primitive, one is non-primitive. This non-primitive thing will come to you again after doing a bit of programming and becoming stable. To start with, we have got primitives, and primitives are readily available for programmers' use, that is provided by Java. There are 8 types of primitives, which are boolean, then char, then byte, short, int, long, float, and double. Now, the various properties and the area of application will come and become clear to you when you will do more programs. Programs are coming up soon. And as I have to tell you about non-primitive or composite type of data, I need to say this, that there are 2 types of composite data. One is classes and one are arrays. Arrays and classes have got capacity of storing multiple data in them. Okay. So they can be made up of multiple primitives, or they can also be made up of other composite data. Now, primitive data types with their sizes. Now, this is a very important table, but also we will understand this after we have done a bit of programming. Then this table will need its reference back again. So the variable type byte, size is 1 byte, short, size is 2 byte, int, long, float, double. I will see that this I should be small, in small letter, because it will be wrong to write in any letter capital. Then float, what is the size? Double, what is the size? So these are the details that will be required little later. And here is the lower part of the table, which was out of the screen. So we have got each and every primitive with the size and the starting value and the possible values. Like here, I have to put a space here, Boolean, and this I should keep it small letter. So with this, we go to the next section. Here we have got statement. Statements are the smallest unit of a program that can be executed. Statements are terminated by a semicolon in Java. Block. A block is a group of statements that have a specific meaning, specific aim. They are used to divide a big task into smaller tasks, and they help in understanding. And blocks are generally enclosed within a pair of parentheses, that is the second bracket. Then is one little heavy thing for you, for the beginners, which is called typecasting. What is typecasting? It is like we can convert one data type and we can store that value in another data type. Now here is the importance of the size. So you may go back in the table and you can see which one requires less amount of space and which one requires more amount of space. Okay. There is a syntax for that which says that the example will help you to understand better that if you have got a variable that is storing something in double, that means it has got a fraction. If you want to store it in an integer, then obviously it cannot be fit. Like for example, integer, you can say that someone staying in a very big house has got more furnitures, and if that person has to fit in a smaller house, then in that case some of the furnitures will have to be either discarded. So 85.6 can be looked upon as a variable having more space, so it is bigger. If it has to be fit in integer, then it cannot take in the 0.6. So what will go in is 85, and the compiler will not allow 85.6 directly to be fit in integer. So int final grade is the name of the variable. Within bracket int means what is coming up is a double, calculated mark is double, convert it to int, make it something of integer type, which will make it 85, and then fit it in final grade whose data type is int. Got it? So this kind of conversion is called typecasting. Typecasting is primarily of two types. One is implicit and the other is explicit. In case of implicit casting, the compiler has no problem. It is like someone from a smaller house is shifting to a bigger house. So compiler will have okay, fine, go. You can fit in big house from a small house. But explicit typecasting is like when you are trying to fit in something from a bigger house to a smaller house. In that case, the compiler will not do it automatically. It will say, no, I will not do it automatically. You have to give a command to do the reduction, and that command is shown in the syntax. Now this is a table. This table is again another reference table that you will need to come back after some time, which says that from short, int, long, float, double is implicit, but from int, short is explicit. It's best to remember it with the help of bigger house or smaller house. So look into the size, look into the source one size and the destination one size. So long can go to double easily because double's size is bigger than that of long or equal to, but long cannot be fit in int or float. Okay, so coming up are programs, and the programs are going to demonstrate all these things. Okay.